All right. Hey, everyone. Welcome back. We're diving into Liverpool's Champions League journey today, and things are getting pretty interesting.
Yeah, definitely heating up.
We've been poring over those match reports, especially that article from Supersport on their win against Girona.
Fascinating stuff.
So let's start with the basics. Liverpool are undefeated in the group stage so far, right?
Yeah. Perfect record, actually. They've won all 6 matches.
Wow, all 6.
It's pretty remarkable.
So they're pretty much guaranteed a spot in the last 16 then.
Yeah, no stressful playoffs for them.
That's got to be a huge relief for the fans. But this win against Girona, it felt like more than just another win, didn't it?
Yeah, it really does kind of give us a glimpse into, their strategy going forward and the challenges they might face.
For sure, for sure. And then there's Mo Salah.
Yeah.
50th Champions League goal in this match. A penalty, no less.
Huge milestone.
That puts him in the top 10 all-time scorers.
And his contract is up at the end of the season, right?
Oh, yeah. That's right.
Makes you wonder if he's using this as leverage for a new deal.
Maybe. I mean, I would. Who wouldn't?
Right. Look what you're missing.
Right. But seriously, it's hard to imagine Liverpool letting him go.
He's just so crucial to their attack.
Absolutely. But speaking of this match, we can't forget about Girona.
Right? Champions League debutants this season.
Facing a lot of obstacles, though.
Yeah, they really have.
They lost some key players in the transfer window, and they're even playing in a smaller stadium.
Due to those UEFA regulations.
It's like they were up against it before they even stepped on the pitch.
Yeah, you could say that. But, they really gave Liverpool a challenge, especially in that first half.
Oh, they did. They came close to scoring on Alisson a few times.
Several times, actually. It wasn't an easy win for Liverpool at all.
It's funny, right? You have this powerhouse team like Liverpool.
Going up against, well, I guess you could say a minnow.
Yeah. And Girona really held their own.
In the Champions League, anything can happen.
Exactly. Anyone can shake things up.
I mean, they had some really clever counterattacks. They'd clearly done their homework.
Yeah, like they were figuring out Liverpool's defensive weaknesses.
Oh, for sure. And then there was Alisson. He was back.
Right. After 2 months out with an injury, you wouldn't have known it.
He was fantastic. Some crucial saves, especially in that first half.
Huge saves. Talk about a comeback.
It really makes you wonder, though, what if those shots had gone in?
That's a good point. I mean, are Liverpool too reliant on Alisson to always save the day?
That's the question, isn't it? What if he gets injured again?
Or just has an off day, even?
It's something to think about as the competition heats up.
Definitely. And before we move on, there were some other key moments in the match, too.
Yeah, for sure.
Nunez had a great chance, but just couldn't quite get it in the net.
Happens to everyone, though, even the best.
Right. And Diaz was electrifying, as always.
Oh, yeah. He was the one who won that penalty that led to Salah's goal.
So tricky to defend against.
And then Gakpo came on as a substitute.
Looks like Slot knows how to use his bench to keep the momentum going.
Really shows the depth of their squad.
So many talented players.
Makes them a really formidable opponent.
Okay, so we've talked highlights, key players, even some potential weaknesses.
Yeah, it's been a good overview.
But what does all this mean for Liverpool's Champions League ambitions? Are they the team to beat?
I'd say they're definitely one of the favorites, but I don't know about unbeatable.
True, it's still early days.
It's only the group stage.
Exactly. They haven't faced the toughest opponents yet.
And let's not forget, they're leading the Premier League right now, too.
Oh, that's right. They're
Yeah.
doing incredibly well domestically.
Could this be their year for a double? It's definitely possible.
I mean, it would be historic. And even though they lost, I think Girona proved something really important in this match.
Absolutely, they showed they can compete at this level.
Even as the underdogs.
They were fearless and organized.
And they almost pulled off some incredible plays.
It's a good reminder. Anything can happen in football.
It really is. So it makes you wonder who else could surprise us this year.
Ooh, good question.
Which team has the potential to really upset the established order?
Guess we'll have to wait and see.
I can't wait.
That's the beauty of it, right? The Champions League.
Absolutely. But let's dig a little deeper into this match, shall we?
Sounds good.
We've talked about those big names, Salah, Alisson.
Yeah.
What about some of those players who might not be as well known? Anyone really stand out to you?
Oh, for sure. On Girona's side, I was really impressed with Miguel Gutierrez.
Oh, yeah. I saw him. He was everywhere.
Such a workhorse, putting a ton of pressure on Liverpool's defense.
He almost created a goal-scoring opportunity early in the match, too, didn't he?
He did, yeah, early on. For Liverpool, I thought Luis Diaz was a constant threat,
Oh, he's always a menace.
even though he didn't score himself.
But he won that penalty, though.
Right, and he was always causing problems for Girona's defense.
Defenders must hate playing against him.
Unpredictable.
Speaking of unpredictable, let's talk about that penalty call. Yes.
Seemed a bit controversial, didn't it?
A bit, yeah. Some people definitely thought it wasn't a clear foul.
It was a close one, that's for sure.
I mean, Van de Beek did make contact with Diaz in the box.
He did.
But was it really a foul? It was a tough call.
One of those judgment calls, you know?
Could have gone either way. And then the VAR review?
Oh, the tension. Everyone holding their breath.
You could cut the tension with a knife.
In the end, the ref decided it was a penalty.
That's football for you. Sometimes they go your way, sometimes they don't.
It's all part of the game. But from your perspective as the expert here, did you think it was the right call?
Honestly, it was really tough to say. I can see both sides of the argument.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
I guess we'll just have to agree to disagree on that one.
Sounds good to me.
Let's shift gears a bit and talk about the tactics we saw on the pitch.
Okay. Yeah.
Both teams had some really interesting approaches, did they?
Oh, yeah. They did. Liverpool, they were playing their usual high-pressing game.
Trying to force Girona into mistakes.
So effective when it works. It's like they suffocate the other team.
Right. But it's so physically demanding, you know?
Those players have to be incredibly fit to keep that up for a whole match.
And disciplined.
And Girona, they were under pressure for most of the game, but they still showed some real tactical awareness.
They did, yeah, they did.
I mean, those counterattacks, especially in the first half.
They knew how to exploit the space that Liverpool left behind.
And their passing was so precise.
Especially for a team making their Champions League debut.
Makes you wonder what they could achieve in the rest of the tournament, doesn't it?
It really does.
They've shown they can punch above their weight.
Oh, yeah. They've got nothing to lose.
Dangerous opponent, for sure.
Mm.
So, circling back to Liverpool,
Yeah.
this win, it really cemented their position as the dominant force, wouldn't you say?
They're definitely sending a message.
Like, we're here to win.
Absolutely. But, as we've talked about, they do have those weaknesses.
Yeah, that reliance on Alisson.
He's fantastic, but...
What if he's not there?
And their defense hasn't always looked rock solid either.
There were a few moments where Girona almost scored.
If Alisson hadn't been on top form...
So can they keep this up? Can they maintain this dominance?
Or will their defense let them down?
That's the big question, isn't it? It's going to be fascinating to see how it all plays out.
Absolutely. Buckle up. It's going to be a wild ride.
Yeah, it's going to be a wild ride for sure. It's like we've got these titans of European football.
All going head-to-head for the trophy.
Real Madrid, Bayern, Man City.
Each with their own strengths, you know?
Real Madrid, all that history and experience.
Bayern, so well organized tactically.
And City, all that attacking talent.
It's going to be epic.
Yeah.
And who knows, maybe we'll see another surprise team come out of nowhere.
Like Girona, you never know what's going to happen in the Champions League.
That's what keeps it so exciting.
That element of surprise.
The underdogs.
Anyone can go on a run.
It's like a real-life David and Goliath story, you know?
It really is, and I think that's what people love about it.
That hope that anything is possible.
Keeps you on the edge of your seat.
Absolutely. And it's why we love football, right? All the emotions.
The highs, the lows.
The drama.
And we're here to guide you through it all.
To help you understand what's going on.
To give you those insights.
And to share our passion for the game with you.
We hope you've enjoyed this deep dive.
Into the Champions League, into Liverpool's journey.
And all the challenges ahead for all the teams.
We've talked tactics, individual performances, history, predictions.
But at the end of the day, it's the game itself that matters.
It's unpredictable. It's beautiful.
And it keeps us coming back for more. So keep watching. Keep analyzing.
Keep that love for the game alive.
And who knows, maybe we'll be back soon with another deep dive.
Until then, enjoy the ride.
See you next time.